We've been getting teased about this album for the past couple of years. Everybody has been waiting to see what the next project was going to be, and it's finally here. We're here today to talk about Veeze and his new album, Ganger. Now, Veeze is from Detroit, West Side, 7 Mile to be exact. He's been making a lot of noise over the past few years following the drop of his tape in 2019 called Wavy Navy, which included the hits Rusty and Heart Insurance. In the midst of that, he hasn't dropped the album since this new release, but he dropped a lot of songs that gained a lot of popularity. Songs like Let It Fly, Kurt Angle, Choppers in Hawaii, Close Friends, and the most popular one by far, Law and Order, which really grew his buzz and really made people pay a lot of attention to his music. Now today, we're here to talk about Ganger. 21 songs on the album. Features include Lil Yachty, Babyface Ray, Icewear Vezo, and Lil Uzi Vert. We're going to jump straight into it. I got the 4 songs that I like the most off the album. Let's go. Starting us off today, we got track number 2, Overseas Baller.
Ain't no game I can run. Say the word, I had my shorty strip you out of your shit. Niggas playing police games with their ops on the net. Baby, do you wanna fuck? You ain't gonna add me to death. No, ain't gang just hit the scene like blood on Cyrus and them.
Now that's my shit right there. I really like that beat a lot. I love how it's hard hitting. Like I listened to this song in the car and felt like my car was shaking almost. Like that's a really, really hard beat. Definitely one of my favorite beats on the entire tape. As far as Veeze rapping on that one, he was snapping. Like you heard what he was saying, he was snapping. And I like how even though Veeze does, mumble rap and things like that, you can still really understand what he's saying because sometimes he uses the auto tune and things like that to affect his voice to make it easier for the listeners to understand exactly what he's saying. If you peep what he's saying, the bars are fire. Like he's got a lot of wordplay. He knows how to play with words a lot and be able to put them together so easily. And that's one thing I really, really love about his style. I'm kind of hoping that a video comes out to this one because I feel like this can be a really, really fun music video for him to do for the album. And I honestly think for this song to be the second song on the album, it was fire. This came after the track Not a Drill, and Not a Drill was a great song as well. But I feel like this song really kind of set the tone for the entire album as a whole because this is that distinct vintage Veeze style shown to the T on this one. Next song we're gonna dive into is track number 10, Boat Interlude, featuring Lil Yachty.
So many different hoes on me, I think I'm a sponge. My mama thinks she made me great, I think it's a drug. I used to think the greatest thing to be was a thug. Now I run an operation, I toast drinks with the plug.
Now my favorite thing about that song is how distorted the voices sound. It reminds me of chopped and screwed, slowed down music, whatever you want to call it. That's one of my favorite types of music, especially in rap. Like I love listening to music slowed down and chopped and screwed. I love that type of music. And I love how Lil Yachty and Veeze really complimented each other on this song. Lil Yachty's verse was fire. Go check it out. Veeze's verse was fire. They work together very, very well with each other. They've had multiple songs with each other throughout the years. They know how to work together and compliment off each other. And the styles just bounce off of each other so easily. The beat was cold, pretty dark, but not too dark. Not to the point where you feel like you got to turn the song off because, you feel some type of spirits or something around. But the beat is just dark enough to where it's still very, very smooth at the same time. So that's Boat Interlude. We're going to jump into the next one. Let's get it. The third track that I'm loving off this album, track number 12, Weekend. It's just something about those guitars in production. It's just something about it that just makes me want to listen to a song non-stop 24/7. That's the feeling I got from this song. As soon as I heard the guitar come in on the beat, I already knew what time it was. I knew for a fact this was going to be one of the ones I was going to talk about on this review. The beat, fire, very smooth, very fun, something you can dance to, get the shoulders moving, everything like that. Veeze is on here rapping his ass off, quick, fast bars, straight off the top of the head. You can tell Veeze freestyles. Like you can tell. You can hear it in how the voice is, the way the bars are set up, the way he's mumbling on the track. You can tell that Veeze really freestyles almost everything when he jumps in the booth, and he does a great job of it. Weekend is one of those ones you can listen to any time of the day. I'm gonna just say it. Any time of the day, you can listen to Weekend. Morning, afternoon, night, it don't matter. It's gonna put you in a great mood. Very, very, very dope track. Let's jump into my favorite off the album now. Now, my favorite track off the album by far, track number 16, Unreleased Leak.
Need some more egg, fuck the lights out around, bro. Flip the whole bread. The low just dropped, nigga, cold red. That Veeze really slime that nigga. So did. I make that bitch hold the blicky before we hold him. I make that bitch get up with you.
I love that beat so much. That violin on the production is beautiful. It makes the song very, very smooth, makes that beat super smooth. I really like how Veeze brought that mumble style on this one. I really, really like it a lot. Made sense. He made it work. The bars on here are fire. He has such a very distinct type of lyricism to his style, and it makes him stand out because he says stuff and it just kind of makes you think and wonder, like, damn, he really just said that and it made sense. That's a crazy thing about his style that I really, really enjoy. I also like the title of the song, Unreleased Leak. If you all know, Veeze has a lot of tracks that happen to leak on YouTube and SoundCloud. So I really like the fact that he used that title, Unreleased Leak, on this one, because this honestly sounds like a song that will be leaked, that everybody will be listening to it, have a lot of plays. And I like how he put Unreleased Leak and put it on the album. It's like you got to kind of think outside the box with that one. And I feel like that's exactly what he did by naming the track that. So that song right there, that's my favorite, Unreleased Leak. I've listened to that song at least 50 times already since the album came out. Definitely a banger. Now let's get to a verdict. A very good album. I feel like the second half was better than the first half of the album. I think the second half of this album is filled with all hits. I think the first half of the album definitely has some songs that were skippable, some songs that maybe weren't needed on the album as a whole. It's a 21 song album. It's a pretty long piece of work, but I understand that because Veeze has not dropped the album in almost 4 years. So with that being said, you want to give the people a lot of music that they can go listen to, pick out what they like, what they don't like, kind of give a test run a little bit to see how your fan base is feeling about your music. So I definitely understand that. The features on here were very dope. Lil Yachty, Babyface Ray, Icewear Vezo, and Lil Uzi Vert all came with fire ass verses, blessed the album and made it sound a lot better, most definitely. I'm going to give the album a rating of a 7.5 out of 10 for those reasons that I just stated. Like I said, it's a good album. Definitely has some replay value. You will be hearing this album all summer, from cars to functions to parties, things like that. Shout out to Veeze for this one. This one was dope. I really enjoyed Ganger, most definitely. And that is it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know down in the comments what songs you were feeling off of the Ganger album, and we will discuss. I got a few more album reviews I'm coming out with this week. Be on the lookout for those. I appreciate you all watching. Until next time.